Well, this is how we make our hummingbird food feeder. We use pure cane sugar. We don't use regular sugar. It's made out of sugar beets or whatever, but all the chemicals used to process. So we want to use something good for them. And my formula, which is what I got off the internet years ago, been doing this for about 30 years. 1 cup of the sugar, the best sugar we can get. 1 cup of it. 2, 4 cups of water. So here we are at the stove. 4 cups of water. We do a little bit over 4 cups of water because I let it boil for a while, and some of it's lost by evaporation. And then I've got to do this. I'm holding the camera one hand and doing it. And then I pour 1 cup of sugar in. Okay. Get myself a fork or a spoon or whatever the heck I can manage to grab it. I'll drop it the camera. Mix it around and I turn on high to start. And just mix it around. I mix it till it dissolves. And if it don't dissolve all the way, that never hurt it. It'll do it. But I try to get some of it, because you know if it sits on the bottom, you'll hear it start making a weird rumbling noise. So I don't want the sugar to burn, so I mix it around until it starts to dissolve. So some people put red food coloring in it, and then some people get really mad if you put red food coloring in it because they says it harms the hummingbirds. But some people do it anyhow. I used to do it once in a while, off and on, but it's just one less ingredient. And I've experimented with hummingbird feeders with clear, just regular sugar water and food coloring, and kept them separated. And I don't see a difference in attraction. They just seem to go down the same, no matter. And I put them, in different, like over a tree in front of our window, and I don't see a difference. Of course, that's not a scientific test, but I see it doesn't. To me, it didn't work. So it just saves money and less things to go in there, chemicals and stuff. But it's up to you. I just do it this way. Now I'll let this boil for about 5 minutes, and then I let it cool down, and then I'll put it in the hummingbird feeders. So it's a long process. I was going to do this last night, but I forgot. Then I could have just showed. But this is it. Just wait till it boils, and then count the minutes. About 5 minutes. And then that's why I put the extra water in, because that way I still have about 4 cups of hummingbird feeder juice. And I'm only going to put 1 feeder out this year until they start showing up. We just seen them showing up outside the window here yesterday. 1 come up to the window and looked in the window and said, "Hey, where's the food at?" So that's okay. So we put 1 out. If they start showing up like crazy, then I start putting the other feeders out, up to 3 feeders. And you hear that noise? So you stir it, get that sugar off the bottom, get it aerated, get it around. You notice that noise disappears. See? That's what I was talking about with the noise. Otherwise, the sugar seems to crystallize on the bottom. So you keep it going. I'll mix it more, but you guys don't need to see me mix it. Okay, then I'll show you. It boils for 5 minutes. Then you just let it cool and you wait. And there we go. We got a rolling boil here. And now I just start I don't have a timer. I'll just look at the clock and do it for 5 minutes. Don't have to be exact. Some people go longer than that, but 5 minutes. We're on well water, and our well water is safe. So, but just to get rid of if there's any germs or anything in there you want to do, or maybe the sugar has something bad in it. I don't know. The way they handle food nowadays. Okay, well, I'll come back. And there we go. I turn it down a little bit. I might have to turn it just a little bit, maybe to 8. And I'll see you later in 5 minutes. Okay, it's been boiling like that for 5 minutes, a little over 5 minutes. Turn it off. Take it off the burner. And then just let it cool down. And that'll take about an hour. Sometimes I rush when the birds are really singing and dancing back and forth, but usually I make this ahead of time, so not, and I store it in the refrigerator, but not for long, a few days. And then, so they're not idling, they're looking, peeking in the window at me when they're waiting. So I put some cold water in the sink and then I cool it down so I can get to them faster. But that's only when I forget to make this stuff. So it'll take up at least an hour. And then I've already sterilized my hummingbird containers from last year with a bleach and water solution, which I will, that's how I clean them, which I will show you. And people saying, how do you clean these little bee guards? Well, when you do it cleaning like I do it with the bleach and the water inside an ice cream pail, submerge it about 10-15 minutes, it makes it look like brand new again. I never ever had to scrub any of that black gunk or anything out of there. So, but I'll show you all that. I won't be showing it now because I already cleaned mine last year. It took about an hour and a half. I was busy doing other things. Now I'm going to try to pour this single-handedly. So if it spills, I'm going to have a fun mess. Okay, now I take this off, shake it off, put the sink, put the base on. It's already been cleaned out. Tighten it up. I'm going to need 2 hands to tighten it. As soon as I decide to put the camera outside to film me putting the thing up, start sprinkling. Of course it's going to sprinkle. I hope you can see it. I'm the only one filming, so forgive me. I told you she's sprinkling. She is a sprinkling. Put it on. Put it right about there for now. A little tap to get the air bubbles out. I hate putting it out in the rain because, you know, the rain. Okay, now we're going to see how long it takes the hummingbirds to show up. That's as far in as I can zoom with. I got a coffee table I'm working around here and all kinds of other stuff. Let's see how. And right now it's 1:52 p.m. So we'll see how long it takes for them to show up. Now, I've seen hummingbirds come to our feeders in huge rainstorms. They'd be over there feeding, which amazes me, but hummingbirds amaze me anyhow. So I'm just going to let this run for a few minutes and see if they show up. And the magic of editing, I can speed it up, because it may take a while. There. Well, it's been a while. I haven't been watching, so I don't know if one showed up. I'll have to look back on the video and see if anything showed up. But maybe the storm. And I only seen one. It was a couple days ago, I think, but I don't see nothing yet. Still sprinkling out there lightly. So. I noticed when I put this out yesterday that I didn't line up these little things they sit on. There we go. There you go, dude. Now you got a place to sit. Okay, I filled up the other feeder too. But unfortunately I can only focus on one at the time, so we'll let her go.